I'm this far from the mic.
And I'm this far from the mic.
And together we're
these fars from the mic.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back, Gymlings.
Gymlings?
Our Gymlings. What the vlog is a Gymling?
What about the Blue G's?
The what?
The Blue G's.
The what?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, we're on a beautiful, serene train ride through the Japanese countryside right now. We have that up on the screen as we're talking. Just a train POV video. Anyway, we're here. We made a list. We're checking it twice because it is time for the annual Top 10 Things.
Top 10 Things
Of 2025. Another year down. This is the second year, so it's tradition, I guess, now.
We just totally amped it from Versus Wolves.
Yeah, we did. But I wanted to do it ourselves. I feel like, it's a fun concept and that, we have all completely different answers. From
it was fun looking back at last year's one because I feel like I would have put them on this year too. And if they weren't there, I would have been mistaken. Yeah, so there were a lot of things that I'll talk about them in my honorable mentions that I purposely did not put on this year's list, even though they would have ranked because they were on last year. You know what I mean? So I kept them kind of in that honorable mentions category for that reason. But so we're recording this on December 26th. So if anything happens in the next few days that completely corrupts this list, it's like the Oscars, where if it happens after a certain point, it counts as the next year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Same with the Game Awards. Number 1, Clara Obscure Expedition 33.
Do that joke? You stole it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't played it yet, but next year.
I haven't played it either. I'm sure if Alberto were here, it would have been on his list, but he is not. Anyway, so I think what we're going to do this year is we're going to do our 10 to 4 each.
Yes.
So I'll do 10, you'll do 10. And then once we get to past 4, I think we'll do our honorable mentions and then do the top 3, the golden trio.
Yes. So right before the podium, before we give out the bronze, silver, gold.
Yeah.
Who's going first? Did you check your list?
I did check my list.
Did you check it twice?
That's what I'm doing right now. There's some things on here that might move around as I'm talking through the list, but I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. There's always that feeling when you go on a trip and you forget things in your bag.
Can you put timestamps when we say what each one of them are? Is that too much work?
I probably could. Just remind me to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. So, do you want to go first with your number 10?
I can go first. I want to know how many things you have on your list, including honorable mentions.
Including honorable mentions and ties?
Yeah.
This is a very, I would say 16 things, including honorable mentions and ties.
I got 17.
Okay, we're about even.
Okay, that's good. That's about 1.5 things per month.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Pretty good, considering we work full time and stuff.
Yeah, this wasn't a particularly eventful year, I would say, but as I'm looking back, there are still great things on here. So,
yeah, I would agree. It's a pretty good year overall. Am I going first?
Take it away.
My number 10 this year, similar to my number 8 last year, is the RuneScape 3 Catalyst League. It was, I don't have too much to say about it. It was your first RuneScape 3 league. It was a lot of fun. A lot of parts of it were not that fun. I enjoyed it overall. Number 10.
A lot of it was fun. A lot of it was not fun. Would you say there were some epic highs and devastatingly low lows?
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say.
Okay. My number 10 is a tie. It's the only tie on this list.
Ooh.
The rest of them are completely independent. You could sort of say that.
Wait, so you get to put 2 in one number because they're tied?
They're tied because they're so intrinsically connected.
Okay, I gotcha.
They are my 2 favorite movies of the year.
Can I guess?
Sure.
I don't remember.
You got it!
Yes!
Okay, so it is Superman and One Battle After Another. Superman felt like a sequel to Sky High. That's the best way I can describe the energy of the movie. Like, we've been getting all these like grungy, like grimdark DC movies lately, and then we get this movie that's like, it's like brand new continuity and everything, and it's like, it's as if the characters in the Sky High universe like grew up and now they're just regular superheroes.
Does it come in cycles? Do superhero movies come in cycles now, where it's like, because people hate like the Adam West Batman stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's like super campy or whatever. It's probably a similar like fun energy as
like,
Superman. And then it goes like really low and then it comes back up.
Exactly.
And then it goes really low as people are like, superheroes should be more serious.
Exactly. And this was like so fun, and I never gave a fuck about Superman. He was always a low tier superhero. Like, I didn't care at all about him. This movie made me love Superman, and that's crazy. I never thought I'd say that. So, and then the other movie that was one of my favorites is One Battle After Another. I feel like it's probably going to win a lot of Oscars. This is the more like Oscar-y one of the two. Leonardo DiCaprio, amazing in it. I feel like him and the other like lead character in this movie are so similar to like two of the main characters in my book series that I was like, I feel like I have like a inherent like bias toward it because of that, where I'm like, okay, these are just my characters in like another universe.
Do you think they stole them from your
They stole them from
computer?
my brain for sure, yeah.
Did somebody come and write something on your computer?
That doesn't make this list. That doesn't make this list because it was.
Did we watch that last year?
I watched it in 2023, 2024, and 2025.
Did we watch it for the first time last year?
We watched it together for the first time in 2024.
Shit, that should have been on my list.
No,
I don't think it was.
Oh, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. It would have been on my list in 2023.
Well, I checked my list twice and I missed it, but I love that show.
But yeah, essentially the gist of One Battle After Another is it's essentially like it's like washed up like guy that was part of like a failed revolution against the government, and like kind of like what he's up to now in his washed up life and how like the consequences of that are kind of like trickling back in.
He's just like free.
Sort of. He's like in hiding, but like kind of not, you know. But yeah, those two movies were like my two favorite movies of the year. Both, I couldn't pick one over the other. They're two very different movies. Loved them both.
I do want to mention, I know there's no video, but we are sitting in the exact same place as last year. Same position.
But we didn't have the beautiful, serene train ride that you can't see right now.
What was on the TV? Nothing?
I don't think we had anything on the TV. I think the lights were on. The lights are all out, and then we're just in front of this beautiful train ride, which I think makes the experience. Anyway.
All right. My number 9 is probably one of the most rewarding things that happened this year, but it also came with a lot of pain, which is why it's so low, which is finishing the 2 videos that I made this year. Last year at this time, I was probably very far into the first one, and I was trying to get it out before MAGFest, but it ended up being the Friday after MAGFest, it was later in January this year, right?
Yeah. It was January 20-something this year.
Okay, so I was part of the way into it this year. 2.5 hour of video. Absolutely insane. I procrastinated a ton. It took me so long of actually working on it. I lost a ton of progress. Like, my stuff crashed all the time. It was absolutely infuriating. I'm glad that I did it.
Would you say you knew Mario and Mario is dead?
Yes. It's all, that whole like time is a blur in my mind, editing those videos.
I'm going to say those were they're not on my list because I didn't think of them, but they're 2 of the best videos I've seen this year. They were incredible. It made, probably like, I didn't fully like, I'm not super into like the Siiva lore, so I didn't fully understand them, but from like a technical point, they're like your magnum opus is so far, not your life magnum opus.
I hope they're not my life magnum opus.
But yeah, so I would highly recommend them. What are they called? Give us the titles.
I don't remember. They're called like the I don't know, Google cool videos.
They'll be in the description if I remember to link them. Okay. My number 9 is a place.
It's a place. Is it Walt Disney World?
No. It is a coffee shop I discovered this year called Common Grounds. It is in Boynton Beach, Florida, and it gets my absolute highest recommendation. It has plenty of tables, cozy vibes, delicious coffee, delicious pastries. I've worked there for hours multiple times, and they don't get upset. They don't kick you out. The baristas are so nice. Multiple times I've talked to one of the baristas for 20 minutes about One Piece. So it gets my absolute highest recommendation. Probably my favorite coffee shop in the world, which I never really had an answer for that question until now.
I have an answer.
What's your favorite coffee shop?
Dunkin' Donuts.
That's fucked up.
They're terrible.
Dunkin' Donuts is 100% just Stockholm syndrome, where it's like it's the thing you've been getting all your life, so you just keep getting it.
You can't hate on the classics.
Yeah, it's the classic. It's your like the staple base. Like, I need coffee.
It's like hating bread. Anyway,
number 8.
Number 8 already. Wow.
We're going quick. We're going quick this year.
Number 8 is, it is probably the thing on this list that has been the most impactful on my life. And it's probably been the highest, improvement in the quality of life. But it's also not that interesting. It's my job. I lost my job at the beginning of beginning of this year. Sorry, beginning of 2025. And I didn't have a job for 8 months. And, well, I did do some stuff, but I didn't have a full-time job. And then I had, how many resumes do you think I've submitted? Probably over 1,000.
Over 1,000?
Probably over 1,000.
Jesus Christ.
Some of those were probably duplicates on different sites, but I was applying to at least 10 a day for 8 months.
I think when I was doing the search, I was freelancing pretty much full time, so I wasn't in an urgent search. But I think I ended up doing 400 in my last search before I got something.
It was a lot. It was somewhere around that number. Out of that, I converted 2 serious interviews, and I got one of them. And this job just landed in my lap. I applied. I feel like I've applied for this job before at this company multiple times. This one just got into someone's hands, called me in for the interview. In the interview, I got the job on the spot, basically. Software engineer interviews are so stupid. It's they give you a little puzzle to do, and if you, it's just random. If you get it, then you get the job. If you don't get it, then you don't get the job.
That's crazy.
I got some puzzle that I just knew how to do, and so I have a job now. It's very stupid. My current job treats me very well, and after my last job, I didn't think that it was so bad that I didn't think that there could be good out there. I was convinced that I had to change professions or something because everything was as terrible. And now I get to one where we're actually treated like humans.
I feel like we're both right now in the situation where for the first time in our lives we have decent jobs.
Yeah.
My 2 jobs before my current, the first one was I love them, I still talk to people from there regularly, but it's it was just very dysfunctional, but I have a soft spot for them. My second job was it shifted from They're well-meaning, but they're kind of idiots, to genuine evil.
Yeah.
like genuine, pure evil and hatred and malice. And then my current job now is like the first like completely normal, functioning, go in, do my work, leave job I've ever had. So I'm in the same boat on that.
I think it's yeah. I guess do a lot of people go through that, and like I feel like most people probably go through that in the beginning of their careers. They
like
go
first
through,
few
like,
jobs.
shitty jobs. Yeah. But I feel like for people like us, where job is not our entire life, it's just like, okay, probably most people don't feel like their job is their entire life.
Unless they're like super passionate about their job.
A lot of people I work with, like, it's their whole life.
Yeah.
For us, like, we don't. Do you care? Not really.
No.
So
I mean, I care, but it's not my passion or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm really glad you've landed in this situation. It seems like a much healthier and positive situation. So yeah, is that it for that one?
Yeah.
What's
your number 8?
My number 8 is something. If you would have told me this was going to be on this list a year ago, I would have laughed in your face. I could never possibly predicted this would be on here, but it is Pokemon Legends ZA. This might be a recency bias because I've been playing it because I've been so sick the past few weeks. I've been doing nothing but playing this game, essentially. And it is actually, it has its Game Freak bullshit, but like, it is actually genuinely incredibly fun and satisfying. And like, you think being confined to one city, you get bored of it, but I've been playing for like, I think I passed 20 hours, and I have not seen the whole city yet. But yeah, I didn't really understand the gameplay loop at first. I was kind of like pissed off at like the day-night cycle thing and how quick they were, and then it kind of like clicked for me where it's almost like a Persona type thing where it's like you don't have to do what it tells you to do in the day and night. You do like, what do you want to do in the day and night periods, and it's like when I figured that out and realized it kind of like clicked for me and everything kind of like fell into place. And it's just like I love the advanced like battling system where it's almost like the anime where it's kind of like you can just like do move after move after move. It's not really turn based anymore. But I would say honestly, this could completely change because I'm not done with it yet. I have no idea how far I am either in the game. That's really cool. Where it's like you have no idea how much you have left. But I would say, as of now, this could totally change. I would say favorite Pokemon game since Sun and Moon. You're like, that's not a high bar. It might be. I might like it more than Sun and Moon though. And then it would be my favorite since Black and White.
Is so ass.
Sun and Moon, like I feel like you have this hatred for Sun and Moon, and I'm like, I like Sun and Moon.
I played the whole thing, and I don't think I enjoyed any of it.
I remember, like, I have completely fond memories of it.
I remember a good amount of it. I can't remember any good things about it other than mini.
I might say I haven't finished it yet, so I can't really say this yet, but I think it has the potential to be best since like Gen 5 for me, I would say. I love this game so far.
I liked really Omega Ruby. That was fun.
I was kind of disappointed with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I feel like it was good, but it didn't like capture the charm of Ruby Sapphire Emerald for me.
Because you're not a child anymore.
Yeah, that could be it.
It didn't bring your childhood back.
It didn't bring my childhood back. No. So I'm so surprised that made the list, but I've just been having so much fun with it that I had to put it.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying Pokemon.
Surprised to be sure, but a welcome one.
That's what I'm saying. Number 7.
Yes.
This was another one that was filled with a lot of pain, but I'm happy it's done.
So much pain.
Without pain, there is no pleasure.
Yeah.
It is Qualatro. This took months of my life, and it's finally out, and I'm finally done with it. It is very satisfying. Qualatro is a Balatro, if you will, mod. We added 100 jokers, almost doubling the amount in the base game. The release went incredibly smoothly, and I don't know. It was a whole thing to just get it out the door. But I'm so glad that we did it and it's out and people love it.
I when you posted that it's out, I was like, because I knew how hard you were working on it. I was so happy to see that. I don't know anything about Balatro, but it seemed like incredibly impressive for a fan mod / game type thing.
It made me think, like, how does anybody ever release a game? Like, the amount of effort that it takes as you get closer to the end is just, it's exponential.
I can't even fathom it. Like, I think about, like, how hard it is to, like, write something, like, write a book. And then I think about, like, making a game and how many more levels.
It's not even a game, it's a mod of a game. Yeah. And the last, like, 5% of it was probably half of the work. It is absurd how anybody could release a video game.
Well, you kind of did it. I can't say it's a full game, but it's a very impressive, amazing mod.
And that's why it's on the list, baby.
That's why it's on the list. I should probably give an overall clarification that I have no creative projects on this list because I was working on a freelance project this year that took up like so much of my free time that I could not work on any creative projects.
Do you want to elaborate as to what's going on?
I don't think I want to elaborate. It is at the tail end of wrapped up. There's like a few more things that need to happen, but then it is fully out of my life, I think.
I hope that it makes you a ton of money.
I hope so too. It was a ton. It was like an insane amount of work, and I've not seen any payoff yet. Is what I will say.
These are very similar, except I have no chance of payoff, but you might.
Yeah, I have a potential.
Okay. What's your number 7?
My number 7 did not come out this year, but I discovered it and fell in love with it this year. It is the album Awakening Sleeping by Mass of the Fermenting Dregs.
Is that the record that you just got?
I just got the record for it, and it is a terrible vinyl. It splits the sides between two songs that like fade into each other, which I guess maybe it was a size constraint thing, but I'm like, I would just make I don't know if you could do this. I don't know how pressing vinyls works, but like, I would just hold the first song of those two to the second side.
Depends on how long is the album. Because a vinyl's like 42 minutes or something. So like, if it's exactly that, like maybe they just didn't have room. And if a band is making...
Oh, does Spotify not say how long albums are?
Love Spotify. If a band is not making something with vinyl in mind...
Yeah.
Which makes sense because vinyl is so, like, irrelevant nowadays.
It's relevant to me.
Then they might end up with having a song having to be cut in the middle.
Yeah, but the album is great. I think I got, I don't remember exactly how I discovered it. It might have been like one of those things where Spotify, like, we're going in a tunnel. Whoa!
Hold your breath.
Is that a tunnel thing? Holding your breath?
You don't know about the holding your breath?
I feel like it sounds familiar from like my childhood.
Yeah, when you're in a car, you hold your breath until you get to the other side of the tunnel. I can't do it. It's too long.
I just saw like a reel. We're out of the tunnel, and we're in a beautiful, serene Japanese countryside. Oh. Anyway. I just saw a reel the other day that was like when you're a kid and you walk past someone that smokes, and it's like the kid dramatically holding their breath, like.
Focus, Jay.
I knew you were gonna throw it in there. Anyway, Awakening Sleeping, a beautiful album. I think it maybe the first song on it got recommended to me on Spotify, and I was like, "This is beautiful. What is this?" I listened to the whole album, and it's like this journey from like totally different sounds, and it flows into it's insane how much diversity of sound they can pack into this album. it is not the only album on this list, but it is definitely a 10 out of 10 album for me. I listen to the rest of the discography and I love it. And I think there's some songs that are better than the songs on here, but there's no like single album that I think beats like the cohesive package of this one. I hate the band name Mass of the Fermenting Dregs.
They should be Mass of the Fermenting Beans. Like Natto.
Yeah.
I don't like the name either.
Yeah. There's no safe passage for this kind of name, but it was amazing.
Number 6. It's also music related.
Thematic.
I talked. This artist was an honorable mention last year, and I think I was like just getting into his music. But this year, he's become like one of my favorite artists. But I'm gonna give it to one song called Yacccchina.
One song,
Yacccchina it's an incredible song. Have
you showed it to me before?
I could play it.
You could sing it.
Yacccchina!
Beautiful. Look at the waves.
Am I wrong?
That was beautiful. Oh. You did show me this, I remember it.
It's an excellent song.
Yeah.
It's one of the only songs I think like I listened to it and just musically I like almost cried. It's such a beautiful sounding song. I love it. I love Miru. I love his other album. I had Assemble on my honorable mentions last year. Assemble's great. Guest Pass Gallery is great. Those are his only 2 albums now. I
will definitely check them out because this is a glowing recommendation.
It's beautiful. You've heard his music in my car for sure.
Yeah. There's a musical thing later on this list that I would say definitely captured the same kind of things to me, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So my number 6, I lied. I said those were my 2 favorite movies of the year, and I forgot about my actual favorite movie of the year, which is my number 6, which is Rental Family.
Rental Family.
Yes, I think I sent a message about this in the chat. How like you have to see this movie. No one saw it. Of course,
you did. I don't really watch movies. I do want to watch it though.
It is.
I asked if it was like RV.
You could say it's like RV. It's a movie with actors.
But he rents a family.
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm just imagining RV in my mind.
We're the Millers is the real movie where he rents.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm. Which one is RV?
RV is the one like Robin Williams and like his family goes on like an RV trip that goes disastrous.
I was thinking We're the Millers. You're right.
But
I'm not even thinking of the right movie.
Anyway, Rental Family is the most I feel in a while to where a movie gave me the similar feelings to watching like a Shinkai movie, like a weather review.
Damn.
It has Shinkai energy, but it is live action and stars Brendan Fraser.
Nice.
Essentially he's an actor in Japan that's like typecasted as like generic white guy in commercials and stuff. And he's like miserable with his life. And he gets like he's thinking about leaving, but he gets a gig at this like agency. And I assume these things are real, where they like do like they play people in people's lives.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like they play like a fake mistress, for example, if there's like a relationship issue, or like a fake parent for a parent-teacher conference, something like that.
I'm looking for an image right now, which is I'm imagining like the Sea Dog VA videos where he's like, I rented a old Japanese woman.
I don't know if I've seen those, but it's that kind of energy. But yeah,
it's probably the same.
And it's agency. Like it's about like it's kind of similar to Weathering with You, where he like kind of has that same kind of relationship with the people at the agency that the kid in Weathering with You does with like the people at the publication, you know? And it's like, it's about all the people he meets like doing this job and how he gets invested in their lives. And it's like the complications between his investment in their lives versus it being a job. It's such a beautiful movie. I cried. It's definitely my favorite movie of the year, and like I think the only movie this year that like is in like probably the top like 50 ever favorite movies, if I have to say. So that's my actual favorite movie of the year. Disregard what I said before. Rental Family. That's number 6.
This is not like this is not like a dig at the movie or anything. We should watch the Sea Dog video where he rents a family.
Rental Family.
I'm not disparaging the movie. I'm just saying like it's probably a comedic take on that. Mm-hmm. But he also goes into like the business of it and stuff. So
yeah,
I think you would find it interesting.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. Your number 5?
My number 5. Number 5 is, I'm pulling up.
Number 5.
It's actually pretty related. It's a YouTube video or a YouTube video series. It's Tip to Tip.
I knew this was going to be your list.
I've watched it like 3 or 4 times, or probably more than that actually, probably like 5 times. It's so good. It's just it's beautiful.
This was the one thing when you were like, I'm thinking about my list. I'm like, he's gonna put this on there. Yeah, I haven't finished it. I gotta finish it. I like totally forgot about it.
I cannot believe that How Not to Travel Europe about Japan came out and none of you 3 have watched it.
So no, I like, it's different because I did start it. I did not think it was particularly, it was not as nearly as like engaging to me as How Not to Travel Europe. So far. I'm still early into it.
It was maybe the only thing this year where I was like waiting for each episode to come out. I don't know. It's How Not to Travel Europe in Japan. They're like 2 really funny guys who like barely know Japanese trying to stumble their way through Japan. I don't know. It's not knowing. So the concept is they bought 2 motorcycles and they had to get from the bottom point to the top point of Japan, southernmost and northernmost, with no maps, limited Japanese, and no highways. So they're just, stumbling and trying to find accommodations each night, and
that it like sometimes on my Instagram I get this guy that like he's sailing across the entire like Pacific Ocean with no GPS, and he's just using like old sailing techniques from like like ancient times, and it's like he made it. And it reminds me of that a lot, but that I feel like the ocean one is way scarier. But yeah,
it's not very scary in Japan, other than like if it's snowing and they're on motorcycles.
I mean, Japan is probably the safest country, right? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, before we continue, if you have more to say about this, I have to be really fucking bad. So keep talking.
Pause.
Oh yeah, we can pause it. I forgot we could do that. That's the thing we could. That
bye.
That's a thing back. I can do now. There we go. Hello.
Hi.
We are back.
I believe you're up for number 4.
Number 5.
Number 5. You're up for number 5. Sorry. We were paused for like 2.5 hours. I forgot where we were.
Yeah, sure. It was.
You don't want to know what happened, but the movie.
It was a lot. It was about a minute. Okay. My number 5, I wish it was almost after your music one because it is my music one. This sort of is an honorary spot for the entire discography of Atomic Guava, which another crazy band name. But I'm putting the album Beach Episode as the spot, but this really is symbolic for the entire discography. I had heard a few songs for them before, and they were very good, but I never really got into them until this year. I had that same experience you were talking about listening to Beach Episode, where it's 4 songs. It is 4 songs, and all of them are perfect. So I'm like, is this the best album ever made? Because every song is perfect.
Good point.
Yeah.
I can't think of many albums where every song
is perfect. It's only 4. It's contender for my favorite album. Like it did something to me when I was like listening to it, where I'm all 4 songs almost made me cry, just like musically. I don't know how to like explain it. It was so fucking good. And then I listened to their entire. We're stopped. The guy's getting off the train. I listened to the entire discography, and it does happen. People get off the train.
Nah, it's just on the tracks for fun.
Yeah, it's for the video. But yeah, this band is for the level I love them, to the level that like they're so obscure. I think they were like a college friend group band from like Juilliard or something like that, and so no one can say for certain if they're active or not. They've never done a live show, and their last album was 2024. So it's like, we don't know if they're active.
You should
it's too
just
soon.
Message them on Facebook.
I should do something like that, where I'm like, hey, your music is like my favorite ever. But yeah, I think they're like KC adjacent, and I think that's how I discovered them. I think like someone in Atomic Guava is in KC's like other band or something like that, I think. But
not Tournament Arc.
Not Tournament Arc. What are they called? Okay Goodnight.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Which I'm not a huge fan of. I like some of their songs, but I'm not like a huge fan. But Atomic Guava, listen to each episode, listen to their entire discography. They're so fucking good.
I love albums. Why don't I get these albums in my recommendations?
What do you mean?
Why don't you tell me to listen to these albums?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, I've sent it to you multiple times. I'm pretty sure.
Bought it.
I probably sent. I think I'm definitely sent it in the main chat. I'll make you a list.
No results for each episode.
What? That can't be.
You did ping me.
Okay, I sent it in the main chat.
Damn it.
Tape's
I missed
still
it.
on.
Oh, can I come up with any other excuses? It was 7:22 p.m. I was probably asleep.
Anyway, that is my number 5. Number 5. So yeah, we'll do our number 4s and then we'll go on engines.
So you sent it, and then my next message was at 3:04 a.m. So I'm pretty sure I was sleeping and it got buried.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Well, we'll do an album exchange. I'll listen to yours and you'll listen to mine.
Sounds good.
We'll do it when we're driving to Orlando. Okay.
In a few days.
Yeah.
All right. What number am I on? Number
4.
I think you knew this one was coming. Number 4 is Blueprints.
That was the other one I knew was going to be on the list.
Are you scared for number 1, 2, and 3 then? Because this is number 4. Blueprints is.
I thought this was going to be number 2. That was my guess, but it's 4. So there's wonders to be discovered.
Blueprints is an excellent game. It is adjacent to my favorite genre of game, which is the meta puzzle game. And it's kind of a meta puzzle game, but it's not pure. And I would define. Did you ever play Getting Over It?
No, but I know about it.
Basically, something he says in that is that a lot of games don't have a real challenge. Like, you will eventually, you don't ever, there's nothing that ever actually blocks you in, like, most video games. You can out-level them, or you can out-level them, you can skip them, you can, dodge them, do whatever you want. You can grind them away. in getting over it, he says in Sexy Hiking, there's this tree, and if you don't learn how to get over the tree, you cannot play the game. There's no other way around it. You have to learn. Blueprints is not that. But it's a lot of fake difficulty, but there's also a lot of good in the game. It's got one of the most interesting approaches to a story in a video game I've ever seen, and I almost can't say anything about it without spoiling it. The stuff that is advertised about that game is... The stuff that's advertised and the stuff that they start out saying is the end goal is maybe 5% of the game. It is absurd how much longer it goes. I love it. I love it to pieces. It was great. It was a lot of effort to beat it.
Yeah, you told me a lot about this game, and I don't know if I could personally play it.
I don't think you would ever
but
enjoy
it sounds so amazing. Like, from what you described, it sounds so interesting and amazing to me. Like, the way of storytelling, like, it reminds me a lot of, like, from what you described, like, A Song of Ice and Fire, which is my favorite book series, and it's like the way it just does storytelling, where it's like, yeah, it just sounds so interesting, and I'll probably watch a Let's Play of it, the one you recommended, because I want to experience it without actually having to play it myself.
I would definitely recommend the Aliens Rock Let's Play.
Yeah.
The way that it sets up its story, where it doesn't say anything either way, but it heavily implies that it just takes place on like a normal Earth somewhere, and slowly stuff unfolds where you're like, oh, this is not Earth. Like, this does not take place.
Yeah.
This does not take place on our Earth. It stuff just like falls out and out and out, and it keeps going, and you start like, the farther into the game that you gets more, the information that you care about starts getting either farther away from you physically or farther back away from you in the past. And by like the end of the game, you're like generations back in the stuff that you're involved in.
Yeah.
But you don't feel like you ever even got there. You're like, I'm investigating like stuff from like the 1800s.
This is exactly like same stuff that I was talking about with like A Song of Ice and Fire. It's very similar in that like level.
It's epic.
Yeah, I definitely got to experience it. And I think it got snubbed this year. I feel like no one's talking about it. Or I've heard people like shitting on it.
It won Indie Game of the Year.
Yeah, that's true. But like,
not at the game. It won.
Hold your breath. We're in a tunnel. Fuck it.
You lost.
I lost.
I'm going. Yeah, I lost to Clara Obscure Expedition 33, the greatest indie game of all time.
Yeah. No, I feel like I've just heard some people say it's like it sucks, and it's like everyone that I heard say it sucks, I'm like, I could tell they didn't understand it at the level you do, if that makes sense. Where I'm like, they didn't get deep enough to
It's the same people that left halfway through the end of Evangelion when the credits play.
Yeah, it's that energy.
But again, the whole advertising of the game is that this is your goal, this is what you have to do, and if you quit there, it's like you didn't play the game.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but I think you just need to you have to be, because if you do all that and then you don't continue playing, you weren't going to make it to the end of the game anyway. You got to be a really dedicated puzzle solver to get to the end, which is, it's not that many people.
Yeah.
But for people like me who love puzzle games like that, yeah, it's insane.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's not the purest of puzzle games. That's The Witness, but it's very good.
I'm very surprised it's not your number 2 or 1, but we'll keep going. So my number 4 is something I think will be higher up for you, so maybe we'll put a pin on it until you get to it, which is MAGFest.
Mm-hmm.
You might be surprised that it's not lower.
We can put a pin in that.
So yeah, we'll put a pin in when you get to MAGFest. We'll both talk about our experiences.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I think it's time for honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions, stuff that didn't make our list.
Yes.
Do you want to just rapid fire these? You go. I've been going first for the numbers.
So my honorable mentions. There are things on that I put in honorable mentions that are like, how could you possibly rank this in a list? So I'm putting it on a side thing as this was an amazing thing that happened this year that I can't really put into a point on the list, which is my sister getting engaged. Everything went perfectly. It was great. I love her fiance. He's great. Amazing. Can't really put that in a rank list, so it's putting in a separate side thing. That also goes for I feel like the time I spent a lot of time in Orlando this year with you, Alberto, and Jen, and I feel like it's not really one of the trips or one of the park visits or anything that really makes the list. It's sort of just the overall.
Let's go back and forth, because one of mine is just my grandparents. Just getting to spend time with my grandparents.
Yeah.
Generally, I do something with them basically every weekend with each one of my grandparents. I probably said this last year, but it makes me happy.
That's great. Yeah, it's the same energy.
I'm almost 30, and to be able to spend a lot of time with my grandparents is great.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that. It's the same energy as those answers. So, and then the other honorable mentions for me.
Well, let's go back and forth.
Okay.
Rapid fire.
Another one for me is the classic cons coming back: Animate Miami and Animate Orlando.
Oh, that was so much fun.
They're back, great. And about time too. And in the exact same energy in that they used to be. The whole GalaxyCon, formerly SuperCon crew. We got Dana, we got Guy, we got everything. Everything's back, and it's fun, and I'm genuinely excited for cons that aren't MAGFest again.
You forget that there can be good things at conventions that aren't MAGFest.
Yes, exactly.
That aren't artist alleys.
Yes, where I go to those cons and I'm I'm genuinely very excited for these, which doesn't happen for cons anymore other than MAGFest and Anime NYC, I would say. But,
to be honest, Otaku Fest was kind of fun. It's
Otaku
pretty
Fest
shitty,
is
but it's fun.
But yeah. What's your next one?
Next one was Pendulum Inertia, new Pendulum album after 10 years or something, maybe more, maybe 15 years. It was great. Didn't really make my list. I haven't listened to it a ton, but I really enjoyed it.
When are they gonna make the Pit?
The Pit?
Yeah, Pit.
And the Pendulum?
Yeah,
from Mario 64. Next thing.
Okay, my last
JJ9.
Oh no, I have two more honorable mentions actually. My second to last honorable mention is Wicked 2, Wicked for Good. I love Wicked. It's one of my favorite plays. The movies are literally just the play in movie form. I like that they add scenes that are implied to have happened but can't possibly be conveyed in a play, and they add them into the movie. And I like that those are added in. But otherwise, it's exactly the play in movie format. The cast is fucking weird. I don't know what they're going on about. It's they're in a cult or something. I don't know what's going on with that. The movie itself, great, loved it. Yeah.
All right, I still got 5 on my list, so I'll go through a few.
Yeah, go for a few. I have only one more.
Playing Mahjong in real life has been a lot of fun. I've played a few times. With Richie Joe, with all the other Orlando guys. It's been fun. This one might be on your list. I don't know. Should I say it?
Say it.
It's Otto and the concert we went to in
That's
Orlando.
my next song, my last song.
Yeah, all right, cool. We can wait to...
No, it's on my last song.
Really? Okay, perfect.
We'll talk about it now. Otto concert was great. I've been listening to a ton of Otto this year, one of my most listened to artists. Love her. She's great. I liked the other musical choices on my list more than her, so I didn't put it on the main list. But concert was great, and listening to her has been great.
I got 2 food-related ones.
Well, do you have any more thoughts on that one before we go on? Or
I mean, I love it. I listened to the rest of her albums. They were quite good. Didn't quite make the list.
Yeah.
Really like her music. She's a beautiful voice. My next 2 are food-related. They just didn't make the list because they're just food. It was garlic skipjack tuna and Domu.
Garlic... Oh, I should have put Domu on mine. That was so good.
Domu was very good.
I'm amending Domu to be one of my honorable mentions too. The garlic skipjack tuna at Kura was on my list last year.
It was?
It was on my list last year, yeah. So
maybe that's where I got it.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's the best roll, or it's the best sushi thing of all time.
So we're going to be in Orlando for my like approaching birthday. So I think I'm debating between if I want to do Domu or Kura as my like birthday dinner. So we're on like the edge for that. So we'll see.
We should do Domu. And then
Arigato.
My last one is, I mean, it wasn't going to make, it was a contender for the list, but it wasn't going to make it. The new test track retheme. It's pretty cool. I liked it.
Oh my god, I literally thought about putting that on my list and I totally forgot. So I'm stealing the honorable mention. That was actually probably going to be on my main list. Would it have been? Let me look at my list right now. Nah, I think it would have been number 11 if it was on the main list. So it's honorable mention.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I literally had that thought like a few days ago. Wow, that's funny.
Were there any other things at Disney that like happened this year?
There was the closure of Tom Sawyer Island, which was sad.
Boo.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything else new, was there? I don't know. Can't think of it.
There's the new Muppets theme, but that's next year.
I'm like actually excited for that. I think that's going to be like actual better than Aerosmith. It's sad that they're getting rid of Muppet Vision 3D.
It's okay. It wasn't that good.
Muppet Vision 3D is good. I don't think it's amazing.
But Muppet Roller Coaster sounds way better.
Yeah, that seems fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, you can do your number 3.
No, you go first.
We're switching the order.
I was first for all the other ones.
My number 3 was my number 1 last year. It is this year's One Piece chapters. Another incredible year for One Piece. We're really getting into the end game of the story, which I never thought I'd be saying about One Piece. Yeah.
What is your number 2?
I think once I say it, you'll be like, "Oh, of course," but I don't think
I'm racking my brain. You talk about One Piece.
Okay.
I'm gonna think.
Another incredible fucking year. Made me fall in love with Loki, who is like one of my new favorite characters. What else to say? We got the actual on screen. Oh, this train's gonna hit us.
No, it's on a different track.
Oh, it swiped us by the side. Anyway.
Oh my god.
We got the actual God Valley incident. I say on screen, on the page. Saw everything that happened, which is something that has been like talked about and hinted throughout the series, like for years and years. And now we like saw it all and understood how like all of every like plot thread from all of One Piece like stemmed kind of out of this like one big incident. And it's like insane the level of writing that it takes to like, okay, there was one event that happened in history and every single plot thread in this like entire massive story all sort of came out of like the domino effects of this event. And it's like the way that the writing that has to be done for that, especially in like, since we're just seeing it now and it's been like 20 years of like writing, insane. Yeah, I love One Piece. It's great, and we're getting into the end game, which is crazy. Yeah, I would give it a few more years probably until the story's over, which is crazy, just at the way it's going. But yeah, this was my number 1 last year, so there's 2 ones that beat it.
I know what one of them is. I don't know what the other one
okay.
is.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is this is actually one that you're not gonna have because you've never participated. This is an internal Siivagunner thing. So I like got back involved with it after MAGFest this year, and it's been fun. It's been tough. It's been heartbreak. It's been blood, sweat, tears. And
Blood, yeah.
Blood for blood.
It was really sad when they bludgeoned RH Man like that.
Yeah, well, that's a MAGFest. We're gonna sacrifice him.
It's about time.
To the Dark Lord, chin chin. So we specifically, it's speaking of RH Man, these viewer mail streams. I remember
you telling me about these. Yeah.
At some point, we got it in our heads that. Or RH was like, we're going to clear out the inbox. And so at some point, like when I was between jobs, just started like doing these streams on Discord of like just going through and listening to like album or like email submission. We get email submissions for stuff on the channel, and just going through and listening to them and going as fast as possible and getting through the like 4-year backlog or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because the last one we were doing like 2021 ones at the end, so we were going backwards in the mail. Historically, people have just not kept up, and like most stuff just never got looked at. And in, I think, June of this month, we like cut off emails, and then we're like, we're gonna take this time to get through the whole backlog, and then we did it in like 2 weeks, and then we just took a few months off. And at that point, we were able to say every single email has been reviewed, which has never happened in the 10 years of the inbox being open.
It's one of those things where it's like almost like through the work and through the suffering, you like, I imagine you bond, like, you know.
We had so much like just stuff comes out of viewer mail streams. I'm gonna try and do one live at MAGFest, which I think will be so much
That
fun.
would be amazing. Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know. I mean, you're welcome to come. Who's gonna listen to this? It's I don't know. We're just gonna. What do you mean? Am I allowed to say it? Who's gonna stop me?
Yeah, no. You told me about that experience, and it sounds like one of those things that's like, it's just you have to trudge through it, but you're all in it together. And...
We were doing like 6-hour streams from like 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. It was crazy. And then RH like had to go study for his finals because he's like a doctor.
In college.
And so I started taking over, and like, I don't know. It's got its own vocabulary. The stuff that like has come out of it has spiraled out of control.
It almost reminds me of when I was when I went to BCI and like was kind of like almost working like on like a kibbutz type environment all day with like the same people. And it's like you're like working and you like bond with them. It has that energy in my head.
It's probably got the energy of me trying to like explain a joke if I try and tell you like any of the stuff that we say. So I'm not even gonna try, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, we're doing another train stop because I have to pee again, even though I thought I could hold it till the end. I have a small bladder. Sorry. Okay, we are back.
It's been a while.
It's been a rocky few days.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we want to get this out before the end of the year, so we got to record it now. It's like 3 hours until midnight.
That was our number 3, right? That was your number 3?
That was number 3, yes. So
okay.
Number 2.
So here's the thing. My number 1, I think, is either your number 2 or number 1. So we'll see. But my number 2, you won't have.
Okay.
So I'll get to that. My number 2 is Arcane.
Arcane.
Yes.
Oh,
that's why I said I'm like you're not gonna think of it, but you're gonna think of like you're.
I forgot about it. I don't allow League of Legends to take up space in my brain.
It did not. Okay, that's how I'll start it. A League of Legends TV show is, in my opinion, the best show since Gurren Lagann. That's Zack's face. It technically did not come out this year, but I feel like the hype was I feel like people caught on to it this year. And like January this year was when everyone was telling me I gotta watch it. I think season 2 had just ended. Maybe it did end this year. Maybe it did end at the beginning of this year. I don't know.
Oh.
But
sorry.
Good. Yeah, it was. How do I explain it? Like, it is definitely the closest a show. It does not hit Gurren, but it's the closest a show has come to hitting Gurren since. For me.
Can you hit
in
Gurren?
A personal way?
Can you hit Gurren without being Gurren?
I don't think you can hit Gurren because it is the best thing ever made.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you can hit it. Arcane doesn't hit that for me because the ending, the last so each season is divided into acts. The last act of season 2 is very rushed. The story itself is perfect, but the way it's executed in the last episode or 2 of season 2 is rushed. We're going to tunnel.
Why this is ruining the listening experience. Did I tell you my work Gurren Lagann story?
No, tell me now.
I was talking with my coworker who we were talking about anime for whatever reason. It comes up a lot. Yeah. And he was like...
You could say it's real otaku fest in there.
It's an otaku fest at our side of the lunch table for sure. He really likes One Piece, and he was saying well, you can watch it, but you just have to get through the first 200 episodes or something, and then it starts getting really good. And he's like, oh, I also like all these other, I like Gundam and whatever. I'm like, have you watched Gurren Lagann? He's like, I watched 3 episodes and I couldn't get into it. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I assigned him. I said, go watch the rest. You said watch 200 episodes of One Piece. You can watch 26 episodes of this show.
I will say, when I first watched Gurren Lagann, I was not too into the first half. It's when I made it through the whole thing.
Because it doesn't make sense until you watch the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
But yeah, so Arcane is... It's insane that this is a fucking League of Legends TV show. It is one of, in my opinion, the greatest fictional works, and it is a fucking League of Legends TV
show. The amount of PR runs they've had to do to save League of Legends. They had to make the greatest show of all time. Now they're trying to make the greatest fighting game. And
I do want to try a fighting game.
They need to make a League of Legends charity.
Yeah, it'll save its reputation. But yeah, there were multiple episodes in this show where it just ended, and I sat there and stared at the ceiling, sometimes crying for a half hour. That's how good it is.
We should do an episode 2 of this where we watch all the stuff that we recommend and then come back.
Yeah, we all watch each other's recommendations. But yeah, I would say if the last act of it, last chunk of it wasn't so rushed. Or I think if they would have had one more full-length episode at the end, I think this would have been Gurren level. But I think because of that, it was I was I can't say it reaches that height. But yeah, it's a masterpiece. Fucking the fact that I'm saying that Jinx is one of my favorite fictional characters ever, given the reputation of this character, is insane. But
she exists in the same game as Teemo.
I can't wait for Arcane Season 3, The Search for Teemo. No, but yeah, it's done. It's only 2 seasons. Story's over, which is so rare.
And now they have 500 other
they're gonna make
League of Legends. They're gonna make one about Lux. And who's the sailor girl?
That's the other thing, though. This show takes place in entirely in one city on the entire world map, with the characters from the one city.
Yeah.
So it's there's so much more that they'll probably do in the same universe.
Yeah, they should make a show with the characters from Ruby Grim Eclipse. Or from Blaze Blue Ruby Cross Tag game. Ruby could have been a Gurren Lagann if it followed through.
Yeah, 100%. This was also very similar to Ruby. I feel like this is what I would have imagined the later volumes of Ruby would be in terms of energy. And Ruby did not do that, sadly. That's how I'll describe it. But definitely, it's so surprising to me that I would have thought that ex-Ruby staff even worked on this, but no, it's not the case. I think I looked it up, but it's French, right? So the French are doing so much lately.
The French, they were on a PR run after Last of Us, and no, not Last of after Life is Strange 2. I don't know the rest.
So that's my number 2, Arcane. I think you know what my number 1 is at this point, but let's hear your number 2.
So, wait. You already did my number 1. My number 2 is your number 1.
Okay.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's
do do my number 1 first. Your number 4?
Yes, MAGFest.
MAGFest, yes.
Okay.
I think we should be doing this podcast after MAGFest because it feels like the capstone of the year. It's weird to think that this was... It's hard to explain all the things that I love about it when it happened almost 1 year ago.
At the time we're recording this, MAGFest is 2 weeks... The next MAGFest is 2 weeks away.
Yeah, and so the last one was about 50 weeks. 48 weeks away. So it's been approximately a year, but it's MAGFest it's just fun. What can I say? It's good. It's good hearty fun for the whole family.
Yeah, I think MAGFest is my favorite experience trip every year since I've been going. Nothing's really topped it. It's so much fun. It almost feels like almost like the culmination of the year, where it's like all the stuff you've been into for the year, all the people you've been talking to for the year. It all kind of culminates in this one beautiful little town in Maryland.
I loved our Airbnb last year. That was a ton of fun.
Yeah, the Airbnb was good. I was surprised by that. I thought it was going to be like a misery, but it was actually worked out very well.
It was super cozy, and the ride was only like 10 minutes away. It didn't end up being like that bad. That was fun. The Pose show was great. The Chip Space show was great. The panel was great. It was great because I didn't have to do any work because I wasn't involved in any of it. So
this year,
the era of going to MAGFest with no stress has sadly come to an end. I will say it's making the time before MAGFest go way faster.
I think there hasn't been as stress for me. I think I get the like tangential stress of my friends being stressed about things, and it makes me stressed. Like I hate seeing my friends stressed, so it's like then I'm like, okay, what can I do to alleviate their stress? And that's how I get stressed at MAGFest. But yeah, MAGFest was great. So this year, sadly, Eyepatch Wolf and Wooly are not going to be at this year's MAGFest, unfortunately. But last year, it was. I guess it's how wrestling works. But yeah, it was essentially like there's this like narrative that's going through their podcast that inspired this podcast called Versus Wolves, and the culmination of this like narrative / story arc were 2 panels at a con. That's why it was.
And you were at both of them.
I was at both of them. And it's really funny. Very creative storytelling, I will say. The naming of a panel, the Dokapon incident, before the incident has occurred, like naming the panel the incident is just so funny to me. There was a big incident. I will say that.
Have you heard of there's 2 panels I've been hearing about that I just like completely missed. One of them was it was like E3. It was like reacting to E3 2010 or something.
I heard about that. I want to go to it this year if it doesn't conflict.
They have moved it to panels 1, but I think it will still fill up because it was done by like some YouTuber who made like a video essay on like how I made this, how I wasted an hour of people's time or whatever. And it seems really funny, so I'd like to go to it this year.
Yeah.
There's another one which a bunch of my friends have been going to for years called like Team Rocket State of Affairs, I think it's called.
I've heard about this too, yeah.
And I think I want to go to that this year.
It's
too.
like an in character like Team Rocket like office meeting, right?
Yeah.
That sounds really funny too.
There, I was like, I wonder what this is about. So I pulled it up and I clicked to the middle of the video, immediate Snake Man. Asking a question.
Don't let Snake Man surprise you.
I sent it to him. I'm like, this is the first thing I saw when I looked at this panel.
But yeah, MAGFest is so it's so dense too, where it's like all these things are happening, where people are having entirely different experiences from each other. And it's crazy. And like, I met a lot of awesome people this year. Got some cheeky Nandos. Yeah, I love MAGFest. It's great. What can I say? It's crazy that there was 3 other things that I had ranked higher this year, but that's how it had to be. For you, it's your number 1.
There is a 5-minute stretch of MAGFest that I think is going to be the most stressful 5 minutes of my entire life coming up.
Can you say what it is? Or
I think I can say what it is. So we've been announced that we're playing on the main stage, 1 a.m., Friday night, Saturday morning. We will not have the ability to test our visuals inputs beforehand.
Oh my god.
And
oh my god.
The DJ before us is going to be playing as we're setting up. So the time for like, it's going to be probably 1:30 a.m. I'm going to be standing there with 2 laptops, waiting to run up on stage, plug them into the HDMI, look at the giant screens behind us, and make sure that they're on correctly. And then this is on the stage in front of the entire crowd.
This sounds so stressful, and I'm not even the one doing it.
I'm imagining, like, I know exactly what it's going to be like, of like the panic of it being so loud and not able to hear each other, and we have to run on stage and plug in 2 HDMIs to 2 laptops and sync them at the same time. It's going
to happen, and it's going to be beautiful.
And I
have anxiety just hearing that.
I'm so anxious thinking about this, like, 5-minute segment.
You know what? Weeks. I'll be in the crowd watching you do that.
It's 2 weeks and 5 hours from now.
Wow. Exciting.
Okay.
So yeah, that's MAGFest. That leaves one more thing for both of us. It's your number 2, my number 1.
Technically,
it's not. It's not yours.
Technically, it's 2 games, unless you forgot about it.
Oh, I forgot about that. No, it's Deltarune.
It's Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, you probably saw this coming. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, we've been waiting years for the new chapters, and it's one of those things where they like hit me so hard like a freight train, where it's like, okay, now I'm thinking about this 24/7 for the entire rest of the year. Like it's like.
It's excelente.
It's excelente.
Amazing.
Tricky Tony at it again. Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like I already loved Undertale and Deltarune so much, and then these 2 chapters drop, and it like balloons it out to be like, oh, like I always loved this, and it was always one of my favorite things, but now it's like definitively like, oh, if this sticks the landing, this could be my favorite thing, you know, where it's
that could be another Gurren Lagann.
It could be another Gurren Lagann.
I don't even know what to say to explain why I like it.
Yes.
I don't know. It's kind of like Telltale's The Walking Dead.
I gotta play Telltale's The Walking Dead. Maybe Telltale's The Walking Dead will be on my list next year.
That's a great game.
But yeah, we did a whole podcast on it. Go check it out. I'm excited. That's also ties into MAGFest because I feel like so much of MAGFest this year is going to be chapters 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So, what else is there to say that hasn't already been said? I mean, it's Deltarune. It's Toby Fox. Oh my god, that was going to be on my list. The 10th anniversary stream.
Oh no!
That was going to be on my list.
I forgot about that.
Where would I have put it? I think I would have put it at number 8.
Damn.
It's an honorable mention now.
That was great.
Yeah.
3 dads just playing normal Undertale.
Yeah, normal Undertale. Nothing changed. It's crazy to me that not only did he drop chapters 3 and 4 this year, but essentially like dropped an entirely new installment in this series in the form of a anniversary live stream. It's crazy. But yeah, Toby Fox is insane. He's like a genius savant. Like chapters 3 and 4 soundtrack, probably my favorite album of the year. Soundtrack, characters, writing, gameplay. He's mastered it all. It's crazy. And he's like our age, right?
No, he's like in his 30s. He was our age when he made Undertale. That's not true.
This doesn't work like that.
No, he's older than us.
Yeah, he's a little older. But yeah,
his name's not even Tony.
It's Toby.
No, it's not. It's Robert.
Robert. Toby Radiation Fox.
Robert Fox. You know, I never found out if we're related. Because I am technically a fox.
You're a foxy grandpa.
I'm a foxy grandpa.
Yeah, did you have anything else to say that we didn't already say in the podcast because about chapters 3 and 4? Because
no, not really. It
just hit me like a freight train, and I don't think it's gonna leave until Deltarune is done. Where it's like, now it's like this thing I have to like contend with where I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about Deltarune for hours every day.
Do we have an answer as to how long it's going to be?
So, that's another thing. The menu says 7 chapters. I feel like it's going to be 8. I feel like there's a secret 8th chapter.
It's going to be so long.
Because you've reached the halfway point thing after 4. They talk about, like, in some of the Gerson dialogue, there's, like, some hints that there's, like, an 8th thing, right? I'm trying to remember. There's something hinting that there's more than that. I think that was somewhere else. But
did you watch the glacier theory? Or the, like, Snowgrave theory thing?
I don't think I did.
Northern Light?
I don't think I did. Is it, like, that the 8th chapter is locked behind, like, snow?
No, it's, what's it called? It is, it's about, like, what the Dark World's going to be in the next chapter.
Oh, interesting. I feel like it's like right now it's like it was like for a little while fandom consensus that it was going to be the flower shop, but who knows?
He thinks it's going to be the the whole festival.
Oh yeah, I think that could be. I thought that was going to be later though. I thought that was might be. Oh no, festival's the next day.
Festival's
right?
tomorrow.
But we could get another night one, I think, because 3 was night between the days. So I wonder if flower shop's going to be the night between the 2 days. That's my thinking.
If you watch the video.
Okay, I'll watch the video. Watch the video.
It makes a good case for like the first like half of it, and then the second half was like insane.
I also wonder if it's gonna be like so where eventually like the save files and what you do on the save files will be so it will like split the game into 2 games almost.
Didn't he say your choices don't matter?
I don't know.
The whole man thing has been like picking up steam recently, and like I don't even know what to think about it.
What man thing?
The man? The eggs?
Oh, yeah. It's there's so much here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the like million threads of different things running.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like I haven't done it yet, but I put together like a list to do my like quote unquote perfect run. But it's like all these little threads and things that you have to like keep track of where it's almost like I'm almost like, maybe I don't do that, and maybe I just play it, like, through not knowing anything, and then I go back and do everything before, like, the final chapter, maybe? I don't know how I'm going to approach it yet, but, Deltarune, man. If it sticks to the landing, it'll be my favorite game, so we'll see. It might not stick to the landing, who knows, but...
I hope it does. Well...
That's our list. I'm sorry. I have one more entry. Number 1.
Number 0?
Number 0. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Greatest game of all time. Bring out the mimes.
We loved making expeditions.
This is racist. I gotta turn this off.
Hey, monsieur, why are you turning me off?
See you next year.
See you play.